some timestamps in the description box of when these different sections of the video are. That way, if you're interested in just one section of the video, you can go ahead and skip straight to that. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would bring you a grocery haul. I went grocery shopping the other day and I realized that it can be really hard to grocery shop right now, especially in bulk, and so I thought I would share with you what I got, what I already had, the different meals that I'm going to be making with all those ingredients. I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I do motherhood, toddler, lifestyle, and cleaning inspiration videos every Wednesday and every other Sunday. On the YouTube channel, Jordan Page, Fun, Cheap, or Free, she mentions how you should budget at least $100 a month per person in your family for groceries. And I found that if I stick to that, then it's usually right on. And if I only go to the grocery store once a month or twice a month, then it works a lot better because I'm not spending extra money picking up random things here and there. I will go sometimes in between for fresh stuff like bread, milk, sometimes eggs, sometimes vegetables or something like that. So I try and use just a little bit in my budget for that after I do my main grocery shopping. But if there isn't, then sometimes I will actually go a little bit over, but not by too much, because those things that you pick up fresh, they're not very expensive. This haul, I spent $300 on 3 weeks of groceries because there are 4 people in my family, and even though we have little kids, I decided to go ahead and implement the $100 a person rule before they got big enough that they were eating me out of house and home, and I had to adapt to it. So the $300 for 3 weeks works for me, but you may need to adjust according to your own family. Please don't compare yourself to how I spend, because I feel like it's just different for everyone. So I'm gonna start off with the haul because I know that's probably what you're here to see anyways, and then I'm going to show you a recipe, and I'm going to show you how I made it happen with meal planning and writing out a list, and with Walmart grocery pickup as well.
One of the first things I do, and I'm sure you do as well, is make sure my refrigerator is totally cleaned out and ready for any new groceries I bring in.
Alright, so we're going to start with the Walmart side. I have got flour, a 5-pound bag of flour, 2 4-pound bags of sugar, 2 bottles of Chipotle Ranch. My husband eats this on literally everything. A bottle of Karo syrup. I use it for caramel biscuits. 2 bags of broccoli florets frozen, mixed vegetables frozen, and a bag of, there's like a different kind of mixed vegetable under there. A family pack size of tea bags, 2 things of large curd cottage cheese, a spaghetti sauce, a thing of salt. I use it to make my daughter's Play-Doh, a jar or a container of shortening. I use that in biscuits, a big thing of oil for frying meat, angel hair pasta, elbow pasta, some bananas. I was really glad that they grabbed green bananas. I was a little bit surprised about that too, but I'm really glad because my kids eat them, but they do go through them slowly. We love this big, it comes in smaller ones too, but we get the gallon size because we go through it a lot. It's Head Country barbecue sauce. We really, really like it, and it goes good on basically any kind of meat or anything that you would normally dip barbecue sauce in. I was out of these Diaper Genie refills. I do like the off-brand, but I feel like I can't get as many bags out of them, so I went ahead and went with the Diaper Genie brand. This is my son's bottle. I've already used this. I gave my kids the quickest bath in the whole wide world when we got home from town. I really like the Shea Moisture Baby line. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it, but it still smells really, really good. And I like that it has a pump on it too. I got this for me. I was totally out of shampoo. I got citric acid because we use it in different things, and I like that just to have it around. I actually went to use it for my dishwasher detergent the other day, and I didn't have any. This is a self-rising flour, 5-pound bag, 2 2-pound bags of cheese, 1 mozzarella, and 1 Colby Jack. I actually will keep these in the freezer because I have partial piece bags of these in the fridge already. I got a refill bottle of Shout, and I already have like a sprayer for it. This is substitution, but I had gotten a big bottle to refill my spout one from my detergent in my laundry room. I haven't actually tried this Free and Clear Arm & Hammer before, but I'm excited to. Let's see. I got 2 things of Palmolive dishwasher detergent. I like this. It does not get any crustiness in my dishwasher. And I got a big 5-pack or a 5 dozen pack of eggs. And I got this big box. It's not quite as big as the one from Sam's, but it's big enough, of OxyClean. I put this in literally every load. I love it. I feel like it helps get the smells out of my clothes. And that is it for the Walmart side. For the Aldi's side of the table, let's start out over here. There is some cups of applesauce. I would normally get a jar, like being money savvy, but my kids don't go through it very often, and I find that whenever I get a jar, it just goes bad, like half of it does. So I get these. They're a little more expensive, but in the long run, they end up eating it all, so I feel like it's worthwhile. I also got some pouches, some apple multi-fruit, apple banana, and apple peach. My kids really like these on the go, like today when we're in town all day or at the park or something like that. These are a little bit smaller pouches. They're not 3 ounce. I think they are 3.2 ounce. I must be thinking of like a 5 ounce or something. There's a little bit bigger size that you can get of these from Aldi's, but when you get them in the box, they come in a little bit smaller. But that's okay because it's just meant to be a snack. It's not a meal. I got some zucchini. I minced this up in things like spaghetti or things that don't normally have vegetables. I feel like if it has a little bit of hidden vegetables, it's really good. I got a few pounds of grapes, some chicken nuggets. My daughter really likes these nuggets. I get some wholesale nuggets, but she likes these better. They're seasoned better. We're trying out this strawberry lemonade V8. It was at the checkout. They have random things sometimes, and so we're going to try that out, see if we like it. Some paper plates, some tortilla chips, 2 gallons of vinegar. I use it for cleaning and for doing my laundry. That's my fabric softener right there. They haven't had instant brown rice in a long time, and so I got 2 boxes of it. I really like their instant brown rice. I like doing eggs, rice, and salsa. Thank you to a friend of mine, Victoria, for introducing me to that. It was really good, and I've loved it ever since. These are cereal bars. My kids eat them for breakfast sometimes or as a snack. There is 2 cans of cream of chicken right there to replace what I've used. The same with the refried beans and some rotel, which is tomatoes and peppers. There's mayonnaise, peanut butter. I get the bigger jar of peanut butter. They have a small one and a big one. We like creamy. Nobody eats crunchy in this house. There's bagels for breakfast. There's cheese melt. This tastes better than Velveeta in my opinion, and it is cheaper as well. We use it for macaroni and cheese. That's basically it, or queso here and there. There's some more of those patches. I went ahead and gave my kids some earlier. I got a bag of coffee. We go through a lot of coffee and creamer in this house. I love this. My mother-in-law showed me this a while back. It's just a bag of like already peeled garlic. And if you like putting garlic in things but hate peeling it, that is a really good way to go. It's really cheap and it's worthwhile to keep for a long time. They have this, well, they used to. Yeah, there it is. They have this thing in the bag that pushes air out but doesn't let air in. I feel like that is a really good thing for garlic that can go bad, get slimy really fast. Bagels for breakfast, Parmesan for Alfredo sauce, a pound of bacon, some potatoes for cooking, potatoes for cooking with, a gallon of milk, cheese sticks, my kids have been into that already as well, a pack of chicken. You would think living on a chicken farm, I wouldn't need to buy chicken, but here and there I do when I'm out of butchered chicken that we've butchered and put in the freezer. This is what I use. I get it from Aldi's. This was $1.89 a pound. I didn't think that was too bad. These are freshly torn into by my 2-year-old packs of cream cheese, 2 of them, a loaf of bread. I feel like I'm going to need to get milk and bread in the near future. And so I left about, I think, $10 to $20 in my budget for that. There is sausage and cheese. I like Colby because that's for crackers and for snacking on. That the shredded is for cooking and the block is for like snacking on. I got onion powder, garlic powder, parsley flakes, and lemon pepper to replace ones that I was out of in my spice cabinet. I got 2 bags of brown sugar. We use it in oatmeal and in cookies. And I got hamburger buns because I'm planning on making hamburgers. I also got a big pack of paper towels and a big pack of toilet paper because we were pretty much out of both. And I think that is it for the Aldi side. Oh yeah, I forgot. I may have a creamer addiction. I love hazelnut creamer, and I thought if I was going to try and go for a month without going grocery shopping, like anything but the basics, like vegetables and milk and bread, things like that would go bad, then I was going to get a whole bunch of creamer. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cold stuff away. It's been out or in a cooler long enough. This is terrible lighting, but I just wanted to tell you guys too that I already had things like yogurt, carrots, bell peppers, kind of some filler things. This wasn't like starting from scratch. I did have some things in my fridge and in my cabinets already that I'm also planning on using to fill in the gaps. And so I just wanted to encourage you, this is not only the things that we eat during a month. We also have more protein and more vegetables that I didn't show. Just in case any of you were wondering. I'm going to show you guys a few things that I've gotten for my office that I'm going to be redoing soon, and a few books that I got for my kids. I'm really excited about these things as well, but I also picked them up while I was out grocery shopping. These were all from At Home, and they were all on sale. They have tons of stuff on sale right now. It's a giant store with tons of home decor stuff. This is a candle. It says a fine balance, and it is a citrus blend. It smells amazing. This is all stuff that's going in my office, by the way. The office space I'm redoing. I'm super excited. It's going to be white and blue and gold. I got this vase for these beautiful gold roses. They might have gone a little bit squished. I hope not. I hope I can revive them. Got some gold roses, a little bit of gold leafy plants to go in there with it. I want it to be simple yet very elegant at the same time, so I got those. And then I got this for my guest bathroom. It's these really pretty simple flowers, and I already have a blue vase for them to go into. I also made a stop at a used bookstore, and I thought these books were so cool. So I got these for my daughter because I like them so much. So when you open the book, you can kind of feel some things sliding in here. And the way these stripes are, there's more stripes behind it. When you move the page, it looks like the picture is moving. I was pretty drawn in by this. I thought that was so neat. I mean, how cool. I've never seen anything like that. It just uses like the picture under a picture method, but still. I thought that was really cool. I mean, as a kid, I would have loved this. I'll tell you what, I barely could get my kid out of the bookstore. She loves books. This one has animals. That is so cool. I could sit here and do that all day. And then these books are by Melissa and Doug. They're called Polka Dot, and they have these plastic pieces in them that when you do it right, you pop them on the front, and then you pop them all throughout the book. And when you push them in the right sequence, you can do every last pop until the end. And when you have it closed or open like this, it makes different types of noises, like more dampened or louder or more of a snap. And now my 2-year-old is begging for her book back. She had one that kind of got messed up a little bit. She pulled on it and like the binding was coming off, and I'm still figuring out if I can tape that or not. But she loves it, and so I got her a different one. So this one, she is also into trucks. She might be a little girl, but she's a tomboy. My mother-in-law has a book similar to this that is paper that she likes looking through. And I found this one. It is a board book, which I highly recommend for kids who love books, but are just not able to be very careful with them right now, like my 2-year-old. So this, she likes looking through, looking at trucks. So my big truck book that was perfect for her. I found these, they weren't the most inexpensive. They were $3 to $5. I think all of these were $3 and then that one was $5. But that's not too bad. That's still like way below new book value. I thought these were too cute to pass up. How awesome is that, you guys? I really like going grocery shopping only once every couple of weeks. I've tried for once every 3 weeks this time because it's starting to get better in the grocery stores. It's not as bad as it used to be about finding things. And so I was aiming for 3 weeks because I hadn't been in about 3 weeks trying to use up stuff that I already had. I go back and forth between fresh stuff and bulk food every 2 weeks. Normally my fresh stuff that I get, like carrots and cabbage and things like that, will last quite a while in the fridge, so I don't have to worry about it too much. And then anything else I fill in the gaps with canned food or dry goods like rice or beans or things like that. My husband does deer hunt all throughout deer season, and so as a disclaimer, I don't usually have to get too much meat, especially beef, because we use ground venison a lot, but I do get chicken here and there. We actually live and work on a chicken farm, and so sometimes we butcher chickens, but sometimes we don't have any left in the freezer, or I just need a certain kind of chicken that we don't have in the freezer already. We have 2 kids. One is 2 years old and one is 7 months old, 8 months old. And so right now we don't have like a whole bunch of people eating in our house, but we have enough that I need to get food for a while.
There may not be any tips in here that you don't already know or don't already do, but I thought I would share what I do anyways. I make a list by each store, and then as I order it or put it on my phone, because I don't actually bring a paper list into the store, I put a check mark beside it. That way I know that I've ordered it or wrote it down on my phone. And then I write at least, for this haul, I wrote 21 meal ideas plus a few extras to kind of fill in if I didn't feel like making one of the ones that was on the list. But I was hoping that even though there was only 21, that these would last for 4 weeks instead of 3. As I make these meals, I cross them out, but I do not write these meals down on a certain day on the calendar. I feel like that's too much pressure on me. I also keep a running list on a dry erase board, then I put it onto the notebook, and then I put it onto my phone, or I skip the notebook altogether if I'm just quickly running to the store. The dry erase board stays on my wall, and it's a lot handier whenever I use something. I immediately write it down. Now we get to the recipes part of this video. I am just going to be frying a bunch of bacon in the bottom of a pan, and then peeling some potatoes and chopping them, dicing them for potato soup with vegetables. I am stirring around the bacon, making sure that all sides get cooked and that it is very crispy before taking it out. Into the leftover bacon grease, I'm going to be pouring my water, but make sure you put either hot water or do this very slowly because it will splatter if you're not careful. You're going to want to put only enough water to cook the potatoes and no more, or else it becomes too watery. Then you'll be dicing up your vegetables while your potatoes are cooking. You can use any vegetables you want. I use zucchini and a little bit of celery, but I have used carrots and onions as well before, and that's really good as well. I personally like to put bacon and sausage in my soup, but that is totally up to you, whatever kind of meat you would like to use, or totally omit the meat as well. I just think it brings a really good flavor to the soup. After the potatoes and the vegetables are cooked, I'm just cutting in my bacon into the soup. Then I'm going to be putting a 1/4 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of flour and whisking that together to thicken the soup. Then I'll add 1 more cup of milk because I like a creamy broth to my soup. I'm going to let it boil with the flour milk, but then turn it off to add the regular milk because I don't want it to boil with the regular milk and make the milk curdle.
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.